Hi, I'm El-Khoury, and this is SYCL360's 2016 Fall Edition. In this edition, we asked 10 of our SYCL Core Committee members to give us tips on how to ace the job interview process. Please note that no clinical chemists have been harmed in the making of this edition. And here's our top 10 list.
So I think when you're starting the interview process, you obviously are going to be gathering information about the different job opportunities and what those jobs entail. So I think it's important to do your homework. But at the same time, I think it's very important for applicants to understand that the interview process is a two-way street. So it's important to know that you're interviewing your potential employer as much as they're trying to interview you. It's very essential to have a good fit both ways to make sure that the institution or the company you're interviewing at is going to be able to support you and your interests going forward.
So when you're beginning the process of job hunting, there's many great resources available. The AACC Career Center is a great place to start. One recommendation I have, or a tip, is that remember the power of networking. Often we learn of jobs before they're even posted online, and through networking at events such as at the annual meeting. And so it's important to remember that networking is a powerful tool, and you never know who may be sitting at the other side of the desk that may be your potential future boss.
So one advice for members going through the interview process is think about what kind of qualities you want in a job. What responsibilities do you want? Do you want to do mainly teaching, mainly research? Do you want to do talks? Do you want to do molecular? And then prioritize what things you absolutely have to have, what things are kind of important, and which things really don't matter. And then if there are things that you really, really want and they're not in the job posting, ask for those things, because chances are they may have a need and they just haven't included it in the posting.
So if you're going for an interview or preparing for an interview, one important thing to remember is making sure to show the people you're interviewing with that you're enthusiastic about the position. You always have to be positive and let the enthusiasm and positivity come through in your voice, especially if you're doing a phone interview. And facial expression is very important, making sure you have eye contact, making sure your handshake is firm, and your body language is also very important. So it's important to let them know that you're very enthusiastic about this position.
One of the most important things that you need to do when you go on an interview is to really know your CV in and out, so that every item that you included there can be described or justified or explained, because you know it that there's going to be somebody in your interview day that will ask you a question about an item that you were not expecting. So make sure you know every single item in that CV.
In order to have questions prepared for the interview, I like to look up their publication history and make sure that I have a knowledge of what they've researched in order to get questions to ask during an interview. Also, if they offer you startup research funds, it might be a good idea to double what they initially offer so they have an opportunity to counter.
One advice I would give is to use the interview process to understand the structure of the laboratory and understand the reporting lines for the position that this candidate is being considered for.
Does that mean go? Hi, my name is Jeff Mewson, and I want to talk to you guys today about... I would be sure to clearly and pointedly ask what the expectations are for the deliverables on the position you're interviewing for, as well as identify the chain of command and who you'll be reporting to and who will be evaluating your performance. That shows both your engagement in the job process, as well as gives you an idea of what you're getting yourself into.
So I would say that once you've been offered the position, so that you know that they're looking at you very seriously, you're their first choice, that I would suggest negotiating And that could be anything from salary negotiations to, do you need a parking space, or do you have research space, or anything like that. So you can negotiate in a number of different areas.
So the one advice I would give members is that if you're applying for jobs and you went on to the interview site, you want to make sure if you get that job offer, you ask about the signing bonus and the moving bonus. A lot of employers do not mention this, unfortunately, and it's on you to make sure that you ask about it in order to get it. And it's important to do that. Otherwise, you're really leaving something on the table that you wouldn't get otherwise. And now for the last part, we promised to give away a copy of Contemporary Practice in Clinical Chemistry, as recommended by Dr. Kara Lynch on her interview with us last time. So for that, we have a cup here with the names of all the lovely folks who liked and commented on our videos. Again, I only have about probably 10 to 15 people in here, so the chances are high, so please continue to do that for your chance to win next time. So let's do a quick shake here, and very, very transparent process. And the winner is Kelly Doyle. So Kelly, I will be contacting you to get a copy of your book. Thank you very much.